Alright, today we're diving into the wonderful world of acrylic blending, and I'm going to show you how to create smooth transitions using tints and tones. We'll be working with a beautiful blue-green, and I'll walk you through the entire process. Let's get started. So here's the supplies we'll be using. I've got my primary colors. I've got blue and yellow, and I'm going to mix those to make a blue-green. I also have my complementary color, red-orange, for creating tones, and of course, white for tints. It's helpful to have your main color and your complementary color on separate plates. So mixing the blue-green. First, let's mix a good amount of our background color.
Here's my plan.
I'm using mostly blue with a touch of yellow. On a separate plate, I've already mixed up my complementary red-orange. I have plenty of each. On the left of my blue-green, I'll place a dab of my red-orange. This will create a darker tone. On the right, I'm adding some white for a lighter tint. I'm going to dip my brush in a little clean water to make the white paint a little bit more fluid. You can do the same thing with your other colors. Just remember, clean water is essential when working with acrylics, and you need to mix the water in well. Now for the fun part. I'll start with a light tint, applying the white paint to the board with quick strokes. The white paint is tinted with my green-blue. Immediately next to it, leaving a gap, I'm going to apply my blue-green hue. Finally, I'll lightly sweep over the transition with a clean brush using a feather light pressure. Speed and a clean brush are key here. Now watch how I do the same thing with the darker tone. Key points to remember: use plenty of paint. Get familiar with the consistency. If it feels sticky, it's too dry. It should feel silky smooth. I recommend working in small sections unless you're confident that you can move really fast. And remember to thoroughly clean your brush between colors. Notice how I'm loading my brush with paint each time. This helps the colors blend smoothly. See how quickly I'm moving? That prevents the paint from drying before I can blend it. And most importantly, I'm using a clean brush for each blend. And there we have it. A beautiful smooth transition from light to dark using tints and tones. Notice that I'm moving really fast, and I'm using a little water because the paint feels sticky and I want it to feel silky. I'm doing a zigzag pattern to blend them in. Now I'm barely even holding my brush. It's just gently resting in my hand, and I'm starting on the light side and moving towards the dark, making sure that I don't backtrack. Barely holding the brush. Not backtracking.
Now I'm going to blend them together
Beautiful.
lightly.